Like, I know there's a lot of thoughts about the chair being tossed and everything, and yes, it's dangerous. However, that chair had precise precision, okay? It didn't hit anybody but him. Boop, man down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so take me back. Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
You were there for what?
We were there, I want to say...
Who were you there to see?
Oh, we were there to see Cherie Hicks and John Pierce. Yes.
And talk about how excited you were for...
So we were excited. We bought these tickets as soon as they went on sale. We already know what John brings, and we all love Cherie too. So we were ready. We were excited. We planned it. I was with a group of people, and we all went together.
And tell me about how the show was going.
Show was fantastic. It was lovely. It was just nothing but good energy, good vibes. Everyone was having a good time, enjoying what we were seeing. And he was already bringing it, you know. So yeah, it was just good vibes, really good vibes.
And then when did you notice something had taken a turn?
I noticed something took a turn when he approached the stage. I got a little, I wondered at first when I saw him standing over the girl. I was recording just because it just seemed like, oh, something spectacular is about to happen. Yeah, something spectacular happened, all right. And he was just standing over her. And I thought that was odd. And I thought, oh, maybe he's just enjoying her. Because, you know, they were looking good and they were playing those drums. And I thought, oh, maybe he's just really feeling her. And then when John started talking, because he said, the lights are on, what's up with that? Let's get going. But then his energy turned towards the stage. And that's when he went up to the stage. And that's when you hear me in the video say, oh, what's going on? Something's happening, because he got on the stage. And he was very aggressive. And so when I zoomed in, and the way he grabbed the mic, and I could tell something was not right. And the energy, it just happened so quickly. He was shoving people. I think he was shoving like women on the stage. It was just a kerfuffle on the stage, you know. And
what did you think the problem was? Why was he acting like this?
There was no way to know that. You just thought, oh, this guy, he looks like, is he on something? What's wrong with him? He just didn't look right. His energy didn't look, it just looked like something was not right. And there was no way to know, because this is an employee of the venue. So it's not like it's just an audience member that, this is an employee of the venue, because you can tell because they're wearing the same clothes. They all have on the black outfits.
John was screaming for security.
Yes.
That was the security.
As we all were doing, and because you hear me with security, and it's like, that is a security, but we didn't know at the time. But I'm like, how ironic is that? Here we are yelling for security. But we didn't know that at the time, because how would we know that? It was so unprofessional.
Yeah.
Whatever the issue was, it could have been handled, off stage.
So then you see another security guard come up.
Right.
And they try
to take him out.
this man off the stage. But he still wasn't having it.
He still wasn't having it. It seemed like whatever beef he had seemed like personal or internal. I don't know. This is your job. There should be protocols that you follow for whatever situations are unfolding. But he didn't. It seemed very emotional for him. And the fact that his colleague had a hard time getting him off the stage, he eventually jumped down. But then that's when he walked over towards us, and where you saw the other things happening, that was my table, literally. And he went into this thing, he was like, move, like he was doing one of those, I don't know what it's called, one of those ceremonial dances. And he just was very, we'll say, extremely passionate about whatever rage he was in.
So how did you feel? Were you scared?
I was not. I was scared towards the end, because I saw that this guy was out of control. I thought that, they were just going to wrangle him and just get him on out of here. And then, I put two and two together. I'm like, this guy works here. Like, what's really happening right now? And when the chair came, and then the bottles break in, and the guy attacked him and got him down, tables are shaking, and I was scared. That's when I started backing up. I said, I'm out. So I started backing up immediately.
In the video, you see food all over the ground, wine spilled, tables askew. Talk about the chaos in that moment leading up to that chair throwing incident.
It was very chaotic, because those tables are small. The venue, they pack us in. The seating space is very limited. So you're kind of in a very small space to begin with. And so once the tables started shaking and plates and things started falling off, just the sounds of all that, it just sounds like chaos. And you're like, oh my God, anytime you hear glass breaking, it's just kind of like, you're like, uh-oh. you know. And I remember the young lady, she was sitting next to me. She's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom for a second, right? This was right before everything happened. So she literally went to the restroom. This all went down. I hadn't seen her since, so I said, oh my God, I wonder what the look on her face was like when she came out and saw all of this happen while she was in the bathroom. She missed it.
And you just so happened to catch it on Facebook Live.
I just so happened to catch it on Facebook Live because I was trying to record the performance. You know, there was something special that came out. It was very themed. John always puts on an amazing show with the theatrics, the themes, the dancers, the choreography and stuff. And so I'm like, oh, something's about to happen. They had the drums and their outfits. And so I was excited. And then this happened. I think we all were excited.
Do you go back to City Winery?
You know, I'm on the fence about it because I want to understand how it's set up. Security-wise, if something was to happen, would you be able to handle it? We understand, you know, the world we live in now, and are we going to be protected when we go to venues? Can they handle something that happens? Are there people trained? Because this definitely did not seem like a situation where he was trained to do whatever it is that he was setting out to do.
What do you want to say to John Pierce?
I want to say, John, fantastic. I'm sorry that this happened, first of all. And the show was sold out. So we all love John, and we all know he puts on an amazing show. I believe the show continued afterwards. But I'll be at the next show, wherever the next show is. Yeah.
Anything else that you want to add?
No, I just hope that they get a resolution, that John gets whatever it is that he comes out on top of the situation, and that City Winery trains up their people better, or has better resources with their staff.